Well, moving on now, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that he has ordered the military to prepare a plan to evacuate civilians from the southern Gaza town of Rafah. And this is ahead of an expected Israeli invasion of the densely populated southern Gaza city. Rafah is located on the Egyptian border and normally it's home to about 280,000 people. Those numbers have swelled now to roughly 1.5 million people. And that's well over half of Gaza's entire population, and many, if not most, of these people are now living in sprawling tent camps that have dotted up across the city. But it is unclear to where such a large number of people could safely be moved. Israel said that Rafah, which borders Egypt, is the last remaining stronghold for the Hamas militant group in Gaza, and over 1 million displaced Palestinians are living in makeshift tents. The conditions are already miserable here, and now there is panic and fear on the ground. People are looking to the other side of the border for help, escaping the violence in parts of Gaza, including Jabalia, West Bank and Khan Yunis. A huge population moved to south of the Gaza Strip. Now, earlier last year, Israeli military threw pamphlets telling people to flee the northern region as they continue their operation against Hamas. And now that the majority of the population has moved to south, they have nowhere left to go. According to an Egyptian official, under no circumstances would fleeing Palestinians be allowed to cross the border into the Sinai Peninsula, and that any attempt to relocate them to Egyptian soil would collapse the peace deal between Egypt and Israel. Moreover, Egypt has sent about 40 tanks and armored personnel carriers to northeastern part of it to prepare for the offensive. The latest operation has prompted concern from foreign governments. A UK Foreign Minister, David Cameron, wrote on social media platform X, and I quote here, "Deeply concerned about the prospect of a military offensive in Rafah, over half of Gaza's population are sheltering in the area. Now, the priority must be an immediate pause in the fighting to get aid in and hostages out, then progress towards a sustainable permanent ceasefire." The EU's foreign policy Chief Joseph Borrell too said that Israeli offensive on Rafah would lead to an unspeakable humanitarian catastrophe and grave tensions with Egypt, while Saudi Arabia has warned of the extremely dangerous repercussions of storming and targeting Rafah.